guys, Yoongi here, and welcome back to my channel. So some of you who have been here for a while may or may not have noticed that I have a bit of a problem with starting a new video idea, saying it's going to be a series, and then forgetting all about it or benching it for a multitude of reasons. In my defense, I think it's just because I have so many ideas floating around this head of mine more than anything. A prime example of this is the monthly favourites series I started back in January of this year. Yeah, we're in July now and I am yet to do another. Well, no more will I forget my own series ideas. Let's just hope the algorithm doesn't find my content too repetitive. Today we'll be going through my monthly favourites, July 2022, even if nobody really cares. In this video I'll be talking about my favourite things in K-pop this month, whether it be a new group debut, new releases, or news stories. Please note that these are just my opinions on these things I've been enjoying, and I'm not saying that this video should all reflect your tastes. These are just mine, and this is just for fun. I would love to hear some of what you've been loving in the comments though, if you are happy to share. Okay, I've chatted enough. Without further ado, let's get going. First of all, we're going to talk about my favourite debut of this month, and I have chosen A-Pink Chobom Copycat. This month, A-Pink debuted a subunit of members Chorang and Bommy with their song Copycat. And what I love about this is that although it is very current, you can definitely still see the clear links to like the older K-pop sound we don't see so much anymore. The song itself is very catchy, especially in that chorus. And I think the concept as a whole of them having been styled super similar and having them like mirror each other is so clever. The song is one of those I wasn't sure on at first, I won't lie, but you can very quickly see how addictive it is, and then it has you hooked. Next up, we're going to move on to my favourite male and female releases. I'll always try to aim to make sure that they are something that came out this month specifically. So first up, let's start with my favourite female release, and that is Stacey Beautiful Monster. I really love that at this point you can see that Stacey have developed their own sound and they are so consistent with every comeback. This comeback is again them trying yet a different take on the sound they've established so well, but you can clearly see how it is still them and their song. Call me crazy, but the key to this song kind of puts me in like a good mood. Like it's just a really nice listen and so pleasant on the ears. Okay, don't worry, I know I sound crazy, I accept that. But yeah, anywho, the song is really pretty. To me it kind of sounds like a continuation of what we saw with Stereotype. Like of all their songs so far, it's the one that it reminds me of the most, but from like a different perspective this time. Honestly, Stacey have been so consistent that I know people are just waiting for a miss from them, and I'm so glad that we are yet to have one. And now on to my favourite male release, and that is the 17 Leaders, Cheers. The party at the party. This one is an absolute no-brainer for me. From the first listen of this song, I've been high-key obsessed with it, but it wasn't on Spotify until the album repackaged came out. And now that the album is on Spotify, including the song, I physically cannot stop listening to it. They all sound and look so incredible, and the lyrics are spot on at showcasing who they are and how far they have come to be the incredible group and leaders we all know and love today. Having a subunit of your leaders in a group like 17 with the 3 units is so genius, because you know for a fact whatever they give us is going to be the absolute most unbeatable, and that is what's happened here. Also, I haven't really heard this style of singing on Woozy before, and he pulled it off so well, the way I gasped. Okay, and now it's time for the honourable mentions, if you will, of some of other songs that I've been loving this month. These ones don't necessarily have to have came out this month, they're more just the things I've discovered or cannot stop playing on repeat. You know you get me loose, make me go bitter. Feeling up, I think I'm in trouble. Bet that you let me down by double. Well, welcome to the zone. Feeling good right now, feeling good right now. Nobody gonna love you like I do. Looking at you. 이름 슈퍼 그럼요. 거절은 하지 않는 Somebody 실수도 예뻤던 날. Pretty psycho. Drop it like hot. Now we're going to move on to talk about my favourite news stories of the month. There is a lot of negativity in the press so often that I thought it'd be nice for a change to actually highlight and bring some attention to positive stories. Not gonna lie, I'd usually only try and include like 4 here, but a lot has happened this month and I couldn't narrow it down, so here's 8. First up, we have Winner's official cushion doll are going viral. Okay, so I had to include this one because it's kind of hilarious. At Winner's recent concert, they had these ridiculous all-white cushion dolls with no features, just copies of the members' faces you could attach to them. They look like sacks of potato. And all the fans were like, what the heck? But then you saw how much fun the members were having with them on stage, and they grew on people quickly, and memes and edits of them have been popping up online. You can now even get more faces for the doll and a t-shirt. Ridiculous, but possibilities are endless. Next up, BTS members Tiger, JK, Yoon Mi-rae, Jessie and more celebrate at J-Hope's pre-release party for Jack in the Box. So none of us actually saw this coming, but we started to see randomly one day on social media that J-Hope was having a pre-release party for his upcoming album Jack in the Box. This was like the unexpected Met Gala for ARMYs, I'm not even kidding. It was such a fun day on social media just to check the hashtags and see who else would appear, and how much fun everyone was having there. Everybody was there from almost all of BTS except for Suga because he unfortunately had a fever that day. Hyuna and Dawn were there, Big Bang's Taeyang. The turnout was so great, and seeing everybody there to support J-Hope is so amazing and so touching for us. Next up, we have another Winner story, pardon the pun here. Lottery winner states, "I love you" by Winner brings good luck. I'll play a clip of it here to hopefully bring us some good luck. So Winner member Minho recently made everybody laugh on social media by sharing his lottery ticket buying experience where he won 2,000 won, which is around $1.50 or £1.20 if you're in the UK like me. So netizens said they thought they'd try their luck and sang the chorus to "I Love You" by Winner while they were buying their own lottery ticket, and they only went and won 20 million won. That's like $15,000 or £12,000. So now people are saying that the song must be lucky, and now I want to give this a go myself. Results to follow. Maybe I'll be uploading my next video from a remote beach in the Bahamas. Next news story I loved this month is netizens amazed to see Pio singing the full length of Block B's Her live on his own. So Block B's Pio is currently completing his military service, and he recently attended an event for the ROK Marine Corps band where he performed and MC'd. But what did he perform? Her by Block B, where he did all 7 members' parts all by himself, and he killed it. We haven't got to see him perform for such a long time because he was doing a lot of variety shows before his enlistment, and he is my bias in the group, so it makes me so happy to see him doing so well and looking so healthy, and then getting all this praise from netizens too is just an added bonus. Next story, BTS Suga delights fans with his unexpected appearance at Psy's Summer Swag 2022 concert. Okay, putting aside the fact that I can't believe I just had to say the word swag in the year 2022, this was another one of those that was so fun and unexpected. So Psy recently had his long anticipated summer concert, and Suga actually surprised everybody by turning up and casually performing That Bat with Psy on stage. I did see some people trying to make an issue out of this on social media because he decided not to attend J-Hope's party the day before but showed up at Psy's concert. I need to address this, okay? At the end of the day, can you blame him? If he had a scheduled appearance the next day, yes, it was a secret to us, but clearly not to them, and he was concerned that he wasn't feeling well the day before, he absolutely made the right choice as a professional and a friend to sit the party out for the sake of everybody attending, but also for the sake of everybody at Psy's concert the next day, just in case. Psy has a very big team of dancers and crew. The last thing they needed was to pick up something when we're still in pandemic kind of era. Plus, we all know how close J-Hope and Suga are, so I can't believe people are even upset about this. Hobie himself clarified where Yoongi was, and he was very understanding about the situation. So it's not fans' place to decide how they feel. Plus, let's be real, they could always hang out and have their own listening party whenever they want. Next story for us to discuss, A-Pink's Eunji sends a coffee truck to fans. Recently debuted A-Pink subunit I mentioned earlier, A-Pink's Chobam, recently had a fan meeting where fans were surprised to see a coffee truck turned up. Normally idols send these to each other in support of whatever they're doing, but A-Pink member Eunji actually sent this coffee truck specifically addressed to fans. The banner on the van read, "I'll give pandas," their fandom name, "a Chobam," which is Korean for early spring, like aid, and "you can't leave me out of the Uni line line, "Third-born is coolly treating the firstborn, second-born, and pandas." The weather in Korea at the moment is kind of warm and humid with it being summer, so this is a really sweet gesture on her part and just shows how much she really cares about the fans. Next story, Sistar to perform as a full group on the final episode of yeahh's sketchbook. And that they did. Everybody was really surprised to hear of the sudden news of the show ending. So surprised that I don't think we really took the time to consider if they were going to do something special for the finale of the show, but they really did. Although we have seen Sistar members doing their own thing since they bid us goodbye in 2017, it was so nice and unexpected to see them perform together again. A lot of us really missed them. The girls sang some of their most iconic songs, such as Touch My Body, Shake It, I Swear, Alone, and my favourite, Loving You. I loved this. It was such a nice surprise. And the last story I want to discuss is J Park halts performance at Daegu Water Bomb Festival after an audience member passes out. Full disclosure, I'm not exactly a stan of J Park because I do not agree with a lot of his past actions, but that is not what we're here to talk about today, so let's refrain from getting all into that. While performing one of his songs at the really popular and very crowded music festival, he waved his hand in the air to sort of like signal them to stop the music. He pointed at one of the sections of the crowd and said, "Did something happen over there? They're saying a person passed out." So the performance temporarily paused, and while the paramedics went to try and assist the person, he spoke out to the crowd and said, "Everyone, if it's getting too much or you're getting dehydrated, please ask for water. Let's take care of one another, okay? It's important to have fun, but if you're having fun and playing all day, this can happen without you realizing it. Take good care of each other." And after everything was taken care of, he went back to performing and putting on a show. I really want to applaud him for doing the absolute right thing here, rather than just ignoring it and carrying on. I really wish more people at concerts took issues like somebody passing out more seriously, especially right now when we're in the summer months. And before somebody says, well, they can't do that all the time because people always pass out at concerts and they'd be stopping all the time. I'm not saying they should stop the concert altogether or anything. The very least they could do is maybe halt proceedings temporarily if there's been an incident where the emergency medical staff aren't aware somebody's in bother because there's so much in the pit. Then they can draw attention to it and help the person out, and then the concert can carry on as normal and we can make sure that person gets the help they need and everybody still enjoys the concert. If this happened more often, we could really avoid a lot of disasters that have unfortunately happened in the past. It's a very small price to pay. Before we close up today's monthly favourites, I'd also like to talk about the things I'll be looking forward to next month. I believe we have a lot to look forward to in August this year. It's going to be Comeback Central, which is so exciting. So I'm going to quickly go through a list of groups and idols I believe we have coming back to us to look forward to. Let me know if you can think of any more we should be looking out for in the comments. Ha Sung-woon, who is a soloist formerly of 101 and Hotshot. The Boys, I believe, are rumoured to be making a mid-August comeback. Girls' Generation will be back for their 15-year anniversary. I believe we're supposed to be getting something from Blackpink, which after all this time doesn't even feel real. I feel weird saying it. And I'm also looking forward to see the upcoming comeback of Choi Yena, previously of IZ*ONE, who will be making her first comeback, which is so highly anticipated after the success of her debut Smiley. If I do end up doing an August edition of my monthly favourites, we're probably going to have a lot to talk about. Okay guys, and that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear some of your July 2022 favourites. If you're new here and have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell. That'll let you be the first to hear whenever I upload. And as always, my social medias will be on screen. That is my Twitter and my Instagram. I always follow back fellow K-pop fans, so let's be friends. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys!